Welcome back to the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Joseph Hurtado. The Brooklyn Nets parted ways with head coach Steve Nash this morning. Nash coached the Nets a total of 2 seasons. The former Suns point guard was 7 games into the season when he was fired. The team is off to a disappointing 2-5 start, but suspended Celtics coach Ime Udoka has emerged as a likely replacement for Nash. Nash was drafted by Phoenix back in 1996 and was a back-to-back MVP during his 10 years with the franchise. Meanwhile, the Suns host Minnesota tonight, and without an injured DeAndre Ayton, they might have some matchup problems against the All-Star Rudy Gobert and the Timberwolves. But they still plan to attack the basket.
Got to make sure we stay with our stuff and continue to just play the way we're going to play, and I don't think that'll be too much of a problem for our guys. So we're just going to keep the same game plan.
Well, ASU women's golf is in Hawaii for the Pac-12 preview, and the team made history yesterday. The Sun Devils shot a 17 under 275, the lowest 18-hole score to par in program history. ASU had 27 birdies and led number 1 Stanford by 4 strokes. Ashley Meny led the way, carding a 7 under 66 on her way to earning a tie for the lead after the first round. Round 2 at Nanea Golf wraps up today. The Arizona Fall League is a time for big-time prospects to continue chasing their big league dreams. Salt River Raptors pitching coach Shane Loux says this is an opportunity to share with some of the players the curveballs that will be thrown their way. Cronkite News reporter Danny Maha has the story.
Diamondbacks High A and Salt River Raptors pitching coach Shane Loux underwent Tommy John surgery twice during his extensive pro career, which included several stints in the big leagues. But as Lou's career was winding down, his elbow told him it was time to hang up the spikes and pass along his knowledge to the next generation.
There wasn't much use for a 35-year-old with 2 Tommy Johns at that point, but I can't complain about anything looking back. It helped me get into coaching as well. So.
Raptors pitcher Jackson Goddard has been with Lau since spring training last year. Goddard has also gone through surgery and looks to Lau as a source of inspiration.
Obviously, when you have a surgery like that, doubt creeps into your mind, and so for him to go through that twice and come out on the other side of it better for it, I have a lot of respect for that.
Another Raptors pitcher is Chad Patrick, and like Goddard, is also a member of the D-backs organization. He explains how fortunate he and his fellow D-backs pitchers are to have their own coach working with them this fall.
We're lucky enough to have our own guy here, so we're going to be developing as a whole.
Many coaches coach to better a player's skills, but Lau's main goal is to make his players into better men.
If I can teach them how to be a better son, husband, father along the way while teaching them to be Major League Baseball players, then I feel like then my mission will be accomplished.
While Lau may have struck out on reaching his full potential during his playing days due to injuries, he hopes to be a big hit in coaching up the next superstars of the game. In Scottsdale, Danny Maha, Cronkite News.
Arizona has had many nationally ranked high school sports teams. Brophy College Prep is now on the list. Cronkite News reporter Tyler Bender has more on Brophy's top-rated esports program.
Brophy Jr. on FAM is a member of the Broncos esports team, the most dominant esports program in the nation, according to USA Today. FAM, who was a member of the team for the last 2 years and is the captain of the League of Legends team, feels honored to be a factor in the program's success.
It feels really good. Yeah, especially putting my own effort in and knowing that I contributed to something like a state title. It feels really good knowing that I contributed to the school and the team.
Brophy has 12 AIA championship wins across multiple titles, which is tied for the most by a single program in the nation. Coach Christopher Rappa joined the program last year. He said the program's reputation is a key factor in its success.
It's motivating. The kids use it as motivation, knowing that everyone wants to beat us.
And though it may seem like a group of students just playing around, even to those of us with some skill, oh shoot, I'm dead. These kids have serious game.
The team meshes really well, and part of that's because of how seriously we take off-season practice. We practice 2 or 3 times a week, either in person here in the lab, or at home we play online.
The season is still a couple months away, but there'll be big changes to FAM's game of choice, League of Legends, come February. FAM and the team are taking this time to work on their adaptation skills.
We definitely all need to adapt. It's all about practice at the end of the day, and the more you play, the more you'll get used to it.
Rappa expects the program to be dominant once again and is hopeful for the future as well.
I'm confident we'll pass the Massachusetts school this year in state championships. We aim to get freshmen when they start at Brophy. I think that targeting freshman audience really helps us to build a solid program that's not going to go away anytime soon.
From Phoenix, Tyler Bender, Cronkite News.
That's it for today's Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Joseph Hurtado. Back to you, Carolina.